Hello viewers, I am Abubakar Usman. Welcome to our YouTube channel Daily Nurse Activities. As we have from our today's topics of discussion, nurse responsibility for diabetic patient. Diabetes mellitus can be defined as a group of metabolic diseases which is characterized by increase in glucose in the blood. But before we proceed, as we all know, for every action in the body, there must be hormone which is responsible for that action. So as of that of glucose, insulin is the main role model for taking actions. So what is this insulin? Insulin is an anabolic or storage hormone which is secreted by beta cells in the islet of Langerhans in the pancreas, which when someone eats, its secretion increases and it moves glucose from the blood into the muscles, livers, and fat cells. What are the main actions of insulin? The main actions of insulin is that insulin transport and metabolize glucose for energy. Insulin stimulates the storage of glucose in the muscles, livers, in form of glycogen. Insulin signals the liver to stop releases of hormones. And also, insulin stimulates the storage of fat in form of adipose tissue. It inhibits the breakdown of stored glucose, protein, fat during fasting. And by so doing, insulin is being secreted in small amount, which is known as basal insulin. The main nursing responsibility for diabetic patient is being characterized into 4 stages. We have primordial prevention, we have primary prevention, we have secondary prevention, and also we have tertiary prevention. So, what is the main aim in primordial prevention? Primordial preventions include prevention of emergency of those that are at risk for diabetes mellitus in population, societies, and groups, and those whom they have not yet appeared. The nurse intervention should be related to helping people to adopt a normal, healthy lifestyle. That is to stop smoking, no alcohol, physical exercise, maintain normal dietary activities, and go for mumps and rubella immunization. And it is the responsibility of the nurse to use all the medias and all the channels that nurse can use to educate people on how to prevent themselves from diabetes mellitus. Primary prevention focuses on preventing obesity and overweight. Sedentary lifestyle should be physically active by jogging, walking, jumping at least for half an hour daily. And also obese people should reduce their weight if they are overweight. The nurse should identify and give health education for those at high risk for developing non-insulin diabetes mellitus. That is, by giving health education for correction of obesity. That is, obese person should engage himself in physical exercise, reduction of weight, walking, and stop eating junk food and fatty food. And also the nurse have to educate people, those that are high risk for diabetes, non-insulin diabetes mellitus should not take oral contraceptive. The nurse should try to control hypertension in the diabetic patient. Pregnant women should be screened to avoid getting gestational diabetes mellitus. And also the nurse have to educate people for not taking alcohol, no smoking, no taking of high saturated fat, and reduce level of cholesterol to normal limits. In secondary prevention, screening should be done for those at high risk for diabetes mellitus. Example, hypertensive people, obese people, those with family history for diabetes mellitus, and those with previous history, women with previous history for gestational diabetes mellitus. Routine tests should be done to prevent complications for diabetes mellitus, such as blood sugar, urine for protein and ketosis, blood pressure, visual acuity. Weekly and monthly weight checking should be done. The feet should be monitored so as to know if there is any ulceration. The feet should be checked in daily regular basis so as to know if there is any ulceration, loss of sensation, bluish color, increase in temperature. Tertiary prevention. The main aim of tertiary prevention is rehabilitation. Patients who have undergone amputation of the lower leg due to diabetes mellitus should be given prosthesis. And patients who have had blindness due to diabetes mellitus should be given psychological support and the thought of living, and given social support, and should be given social training, and should be given hope. Thank you for being with us. I hope you enjoy watching. For our latest videos, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment.